If you think success means living in a big house, driving a nice car, and having people admire your lifestyle, then you're only seeing the surface. Because there's a hidden cost behind looking successful, and it's quietly destroying people's financial security, mental health, relationships, and sense of self. Most people think success is about having a bigger paycheck, better clothes, a lifestyle that looks impressive on Instagram. But the real cost of that kind of success isn't measured in dollars. It's measured in loss of control, loss of freedom, loss of meaning. Let's start with a truth most people don't want to hear. Looking successful is often more expensive than being successful. Not in the obvious way like buying a luxury car or a fancy watch, but in the hidden ways that slowly eat away at your financial life. You see, the world rewards appearance. People admire confidence, status symbols, and lifestyle signals. But they rarely ask about the foundation underneath the real financial picture. And that's where the cost begins. Success has two costs. The cost to achieve it. The cost to maintain the appearance of it. Most people only think about the first, the effort it takes to get a promotion, build a business, or earn a high income. But few think about the second cost, what it takes to appear successful every day. When you start making more money, something predictable happens. You spend more. Not just on essentials, but on things that signal success to others. New clothes, upgraded gadgets, bigger home, fancier vacations. And all of this creates what psychologists call lifestyle inflation, when your spending rises to match your income instead of letting your income create financial security. You think you're investing in success, but you're really investing in perception. And perception is expensive. Here's the real cost most people overlook. Debt, obligations, and expenses aren't just numbers, they're chains. Every dollar you spend to look successful is a dollar that doesn't go toward your future. It's a dollar that doesn't build financial freedom. It doesn't create a safety net. It doesn't grow into investments. And when your expenses rise with your income, your financial life becomes fragile. You might earn a high salary, but if most of it is already committed to payments, upgrades, and status-driven spending, you're still living paycheck to paycheck. You're still one emergency away from disaster. This isn't just theory, it's reality. People who appear successful often have thin financial foundations underneath their polished surface. They have high monthly obligations, minimal savings, and little real control over their money. And that's because they've prioritized looking successful over being secure. We don't measure success by internal metrics. We measure it by what we see around us. You don't compare yourself to the average person in the world, you compare yourself to your peers, neighbors, co-workers, and the people you follow online. Someone posts a luxury vacation. Someone else shows off a new car. Another friend gets a promotion and celebrates with a lavish party. And suddenly your own life feels inadequate. This constant comparison fuels spending. It creates pressure. It creates insecurity. And it drives people to make financial decisions based on image rather than value. Psychologists call this the social comparison effect, the idea that people judge their own success relative to others rather than by their own goals. And when success becomes a competition, you start spending to keep up instead of spending to get ahead. But the hidden cost of looking successful isn't just financial, it's psychological. Financial stress isn't just about numbers on a bank statement. It affects your brain, your relationships, and your sense of self. Chronic money worries can lead to anxiety, depression, and a constant state of alertness that drains your energy and focus. Imagine waking up every day with a knot in your stomach because you know you have bills to pay, obligations to meet, and expectations to uphold. That's not success, that's stress. Financial stress impacts your decision-making, mental health, relationships, sleep, self-esteem, all because you're trying to look successful instead of be financially secure. There's another hidden cost most people never talk about. When you spend to look successful, you start believing that your worth is tied to your possessions, your status, your lifestyle, your appearance. And that's dangerous. Because if your worth depends on what you show the world, then any setback, a job loss, a market downturn, a health issue can feel like a personal failure. You're no longer building a life. You're building a persona. And personas are fragile. They crumble when pressure comes. Real success isn't what you show on the outside. It's what you build on the inside. It's financial freedom. It's control over your time. It's the ability to choose your life instead of being controlled by obligations. Real success is when your money works for you, not the other way around. And that doesn't come from looking successful. It comes from being disciplined, being intentional, being strategic. It comes from investing in your future instead of your image. There's another layer to this story that most people never talk about because it's uncomfortable, personal, and often hidden behind a carefully built image. It's compulsive spending and behavioral addiction. Not the obvious kind that people openly struggle with, but the quiet patterns that slowly take control of a person's financial life. For many people, spending money isn't just about buying things. It's about feeling something. It's about filling emotional gaps that don't go away on their own. When life feels stressful, uncertain, or out of control, spending can create a temporary sense of relief. A purchase can feel like control. It can feel like progress. It can even feel like success, at least for a moment. But that feeling doesn't last. And when it fades, the cycle often repeats. That's where the real problem begins. Because now, spending is no longer a decision, it becomes a habit. These behaviors can quietly build over time until they start shaping your entire financial reality. At first, it seems harmless. A few purchases here and there. A little extra spending to treat yourself. But over time, those small decisions add up. They create patterns. And those patterns can lead to debt, financial instability, and a constant sense of pressure that doesn't go away. The impact doesn't stop at money either. Here's the real irony. You can look successful and still feel poor. You can appear wealthy and still be financially insecure. You can project confidence and still feel anxious inside. Because the real cost of success isn't what you pay for it, it's what it costs you to maintain the illusion. Success, in its true form, shouldn't feel like that. Real success isn't about what people see, it's about what you control. It's about having security, having options, and having the freedom to make decisions without financial fear. It's about building something that lasts instead of constantly trying to maintain an image. But most people don't pause long enough to ask the right questions. Before you buy that next upgrade, before you chase that next status symbol, before you spend money to impress people who may not even be paying attention, ask yourself, do I want the successful version of this? Because not everything that looks like success actually feels like success once you have it. And not every purchase brings you closer to the life you truly want. The truth is, the price you pay after achieving something often matters more than the price you pay to achieve it. You might get the life you thought you wanted, only to realize it comes with hidden costs you didn't expect. Costs to your peace of mind. Costs to your relationships. Costs to your financial future. And by the time you recognize those costs, it can already feel difficult to undo them. That's the hidden cost of looking successful. And most people don't realize it until they're already caught in it. We don't chase success the way the world tells you to. We break it down, expose the habits, the pressure, and the hidden costs most people never talk about. If you're ready to understand money, discipline, and success on a deeper level, subscribe. Because once you see the truth behind the lifestyle, you'll never look at money the same way again.